How do we deal with parents who force us to marry whom we don't like? Okay, great question. So we talked a lot about this. If you're watching one of the shorter clips, go and watch the other question on marriage as well. Generally, what I would say is that you need to think about cooperation rather than force, right? And so I know they're the ones that are thinking about forcing, right? But what you need to understand and realize is that the way this is going to work the best is if you guys as a family come together and deal with this thing properly, right? Now, the whole thing around forcing is that you need to understand that no one can force anyone to do anything, right? And I mean, like, legitimately, no one should be doing that, right? The best way a marriage is going to work is if everyone has bought into the idea of it. And so what you need to do is, again, go back to crucial conversations, and you need to explain it to your parents. I know it sounds silly because you're like, well, I told them already and they're still trying to do it, and this and this and this, of course. But at the same time, what I would do is I would go and get advice from a scholar that I trust. Maybe you can get a family member to kind of speak to them, someone that is trusted, someone that's a family friend or an imam or someone to actually come in person and speak to them. Because ultimately, like, every person has a choice. Like, every person has a choice. And it's better, even with the parents, that when you speak to them, you need to realize that, mum, dad, look, I know you want what's best for me. I want what's best for me. So what you'll find in a situation like this is that your intentions are the same. Like, literally, they want you to be married and happy. You want to be married and happy. So what's the problem? The problem is you think you'll get it that way and they think you'll get it that way. They're like, okay, this boy is perfect for you because he's a doctor and he's this and he's this and he's this. And you're like, well, I don't want that. I want this, right? So the way I think is going to be good is if I marry someone like this, okay? But the intentions are the same. And so what we need to do is we need to go back and we need to get all of us on the same intention. So mum, dad, you want me to be married and happy. I want me to be married and happy. Let's find a way to do this together. The guy you're suggesting, I don't think I'll be married and happy, but you want me to be married and happy. It's not going to work, right? And I know I'm simplifying. I'm making it very easy. It's much harder than that. But my main thing is communication, 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 because ultimately that's what's going to solve it. And that's the thing that's going to do it. And of course, sharing a few horror stories is always a good thing, right? There's a lot of marriages that happened because people forced them and disaster was created. I mean, real disaster, like even like family turmoil and issues and things you can't imagine that come from forced marriages. It's horrible, So may Allah protect you. May Allah make it easy for you and give you the husband of your dreams and the wives of your dreams to the brothers that are here. Ameen, Ya Rabb.